Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. This channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our lives forward in the most positive way possible. When I was sitting here trying to get into your energy, I just felt like I need to get organized. I have stuff to do. There's things I need to do, and I need to get organized. What am I going to do first? It felt very, ambitious and planning, very like in the planning stages of what's coming along for you. So let's see where that takes us. I want to take a moment to thank you for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. You're helping me grow my channel. I really appreciate it. So as a matter of fact, if you could take a second right now and hit the thumbs up and help me to continue to grow my channel, I would really appreciate it. Oh, I see why you need to figure out and organize. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. Spirit's ready. Let's do it. I want to remind you also, you should check out your sun, your moon, and your rising, because your sun sign is how you feel inside, how you view the world. Your rising sign is how the world sees you, and it's your personality and how you interact with the world. And your moon sign is how you're going to react or respond to the energy around you. And so apparently the reason you need to get organized is there is some kind of an event that is shaking up the foundation. Here you felt really stable about something, and something is happening that is just shaking that all up. It's like an earthquake in your life. I hope it's not a literal earthquake, but an emotional earthquake would feel the same way. It could be work-related. Something has definitely gotten out of balance. And so you have the Queen of Swords here, which is about clear thinking, about organizing, by researching. It's about figuring out, what do I do next so I can bring my life back into balance. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is the give and the take. This is the creating of the balance. This also could be the splitting of assets. If, for instance, I hate to say this, but if, for instance, you're going through a divorce, right? Because this is the marriage card. And then the Tower comes in and shakes it all up. Then it's finding the equitable solution of division of assets is also oftentimes represented by this card. And the Queen of Swords is oftentimes like a lawyer, or not so much a judge. I usually get the lawyer out of this. For the judge, I get the King of Swords. And so it could be something like that. You've been going through some sort of a transition. So let's think about what else it could be. Maybe it's a job, okay? And now you have to figure out how you're going to balance income with outgo, because maybe someone's lost a job, and so you're doing some research and getting ready to figure out where you're going to go next. It could be something like that. It is something that shook up the foundation, though, of your life. The Tower card is so powerful. It affects all the other cards. It brings up the most negative aspect of them. So it could be that there's somebody in your life that needs to be thinking more clearly, and they're not. But something's definitely desperate feeling. And so it's like you're looking at the situation and you're saying, okay, what do I need to do to organize this mess? That's how it felt when I was sitting there in your energy. So we walk into the week with the moon in Aquarius. And Aquarius for you is in your 4th house of home. Okay, yeah. This is something that's shaking the foundation of your home. And you are being told to set your intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. Spirit is saying, don't forget to ask for help. Tell me what you want, not necessarily how. If you tell Spirit what you want, if you ask, I shouldn't say tell, if you ask, if you request the help, they can't help you unless you ask because of free will. So you need to ask. But be really clear about what it is you want for the outcome. Because it is in seeking the outcome and you leave the details. I know you want to be organized about this. You're doing the research. But if you ask for what you want, the information will come to you through your research. So let Spirit help you and guide you, but don't forget to include Spirit in the process of working through this issue, that there's this resistance, this push through that needs to be done. In order to get there, you're going to need to ask for some help from guidance. Spirit wants to help you. So maybe you think you could do it on your own, but Spirit's saying, wait, I can help. Just ask for my help. You have to ask. And then if you can do that on Monday and Tuesday when the moon is in Pisces, and that for you that's in your 5th house of creativity. It's children, it's fun, it's romance, but I think in this case this week, it's about creative problem solving. If you can just surrender to the divine and release your need to control the minute details and allow Spirit to help you and guide you, I think you'll be in much better shape by the time we get to the end of the week than you are currently feeling right now with this energy of this Tower. And so let's just see if we can get some guidance on that. Whoa, okay, holy cow. This one for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm taking all of them. I just, because I feel like this, because this seems like such a big deal. This feels like such a big deal. But this one out here was, in calm waters, everything becomes clear. And so right here, we've got all this chaos going on, and it says, in calm waters, everything becomes clear. So get into yourself. Calm your emotional waters, your water sign, and if you are angry and if you are upset and if you're railing against the situation, then you're not clear-headed thinking. And I think right now clear-headed thinking is definitely something you need to be trying to do to create this balance here that's being required of you, right? There's this balance from the 6 of Pentacles. And so in order to get there, you're going to need to be clear-headed. So one of the ways to get there, you have meditate, make some quiet time in the still air. So maybe go for a walk, and if you are near a body of water, or take a bath, that would be quiet time. I feel like you need water. You're a water sign, and so it's your emotions, and it'll help. So if you could take an Epsom salt bath or something like that, or go and sit near a stream or a lake or a river or something where you can just sit and be quiet near the water, I think that will help you. You have rescue. Help others in need or ask for the assistance you need. And I think in this case, this is divine assistance. I think you need to ask for help, but also you have safety. Don't be too proud to go back to the shore, which means is there somebody in the physical world that maybe you need their help, and you're like, maybe, I don't know, maybe you need to call your parents and say, I need a little help here, you know? And you have move. Barnacles grow on a docked ship. So you need to take action. Action is required. When this happens, action is required. You don't have a lot of time for contemplation here, but I do think you need to make some space to think. So make some space to think, but be thinking ahead. Like, I've got to do something quickly. And the last card that came out here was optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. So after the Tower happens, they want you to remember it is not going to stay bad. Like, something was on a faulty foundation and it had to come down. It had to be destroyed. It had to be taken apart because maybe you weren't seeing what you needed to do. And so Spirit said, you know what? Let's just take care of this for you. We're going to knock it all down. And now we want to help you rebuild this into something that is solid and will work for you and is a much better and more balanced situation for you. And this had to happen. So the time for action is now, because apparently you were inactive on this when you saw the cracks in the foundation. You saw things needed to be shored up. Maybe you weren't moving fast enough. And Spirit said, you know what? This isn't working. We have a better plan for you. We have a better plan for you. This is not good energy. We need to create better energy for you. And so we're going to just hit you with this little tower, blow everything up, and now you can start to rebuild in a much better way. And so I think that by Wednesday, when the moon moves into Aries, and that's in your 6th house of day-to-day activities, work-life balance, I think that you start to feel a sense of peace. I think you start to see that, okay, that had to happen. I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable, but it had to happen. and I'm going to take a little break here, and I'm going to breathe a little bit as I see my way through, because on Friday the moon goes new, and that's where your new beginning starts. So go ahead and take a pause sometime between Sunday and Thursday, but Thursday's probably the best if you can really create some space on Thursday. But they were asking you up here to ask for guidance, ask for help, be optimistic that something better is going to happen. It may feel like rubble right now, but something is going to be better coming. Take a deep breath, and then Friday your new beginning comes. Oh, and you have revealing radiance. When they crack open the oyster, there's a pearl inside. So this irritant has been creating distress in your life, and now it's created a collapse. But there is a gift. There is a gift in this new beginning. Allow the gift to come in. Ask for guidance. Ask for help to get you in the right flow, to move you in the right direction. Has to be rescued. And the rescue isn't... Sometimes we all need help. Don't be too proud to ask for spirit to help you. Don't be too proud to look around and see who can help you that's in your immediate vicinity. But you're going to have to make some kind of a move here. You can't live in the rubble. You can't. And then on Saturday, the moon is going to move into Taurus. And Taurus is in your 7th house of partnerships and intimate relationships. And so we're starting the week with the home and the family. We're finishing in the week of intimate partnerships. I really am afraid to tell you, but I really think this has to do with your relationships for the majority of you. But there's a realization that sets in. It's like you can see where you're headed. And there's an acceptance of the situation. There's an acceptance that it had to come down in order for you to move your life forward in the most positive way. And this week may not feel positive. Oh, you have snake. Okay, so it says live it according to your divine essence. But when I see snake, I think of shedding of the skin. You've outgrown the situation, whatever the situation was. It could have been that you lost a job, right? It doesn't have to mean the breakup of a relationship, but maybe there was a job you had that wasn't working at all. Not at all. And you were miserable and unhappy, and there's a better opportunity for you. So be optimistic and do the research and get your resume out there, or do whatever you need to do. Go ahead and take a minute to be unhappy about it, and then sit in the quiet and ask for help. Ask for God to help you. But there's a gift. There's a pearl. This is also like the pearl of wisdom. And then on top of this little gateway here, there's an owl, which is also about wisdom. So the pearl could be the knowledge that you've gained from the situation. But I feel like it's more than that. You have to make a move. You had to move forward. Things could not stay the way they were. And since you were not getting it done, Spirit goes, we got it. Thanks. But there's a real gift in it. There's a real gift in it as you move forward. And so ask for divine guidance. Reach out to your family and friends if you need help in the material, physical world right this minute, right? Get organized, but you had to shed the skin. Whatever was going on wasn't working. It wasn't where you were supposed to be. It wasn't what you were supposed to be doing. And it's something that affects the home life. So it could be financial. It could be lots of things. But oh my gosh, what a great card that is. Yeah, all right. I thought that was coming too. But I'm taking it. This one was a little sticky. So it says heal yourself from pain. So if you've been feeling stressed out about this situation, this one, revitalize your nervous system. Green. So I think you've been stressing out for a while. I think you knew this was coming. I think you're trying to put it off, or trying to make it not happen, or whatever. Whatever this is, it had to happen. So revitalizing your nervous system. And look, it's trees and it's outside. So get outside and breathe. Get outside and breathe. Get near some water. I really think you need to. I think you'll feel better. All right? Create a little space to think. Shed that skin. growth hurts. Growing pains, right? But they're necessary. Okay? I will see you back here for the new moon reading. Be sure to check that out. I think that there will be some really good information in there for you, because that'll be at the point where you're starting to make the decision to move forward, and that's a lot of energy that comes with that. So I think you might really get something from that. I will see you back here for the weeklies, and I am going to create, I haven't done it yet, but I will create a playlist with just the Libra videos in them. So that'll help you be able to just like get into and see what you have going on. Also, you might want to definitely check out your sun and your moon and your rising. If this doesn't make any sense at all in particular, you might find your messages in another video. Okay? So, all right. You hang in there, Scorpio. I don't know. I think I called you Libra, but you're Scorpio. I know that. I just feel the need for balance. And I think that Six of Pentacles made me feel like balance is really important. So you can do this, Scorpio. I have confidence in you. Ask for help, though, from spirit and from people. All right? All right, you take care. I will talk to you soon.